Hey, how's everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, doing well. So we just got back from the SACSA conference this past weekend. We had a good time together in Greenville, South Carolina. What were some of the things that you all picked up from the conference experience?
I think one of the big things, like just kind of like the ride down there and the ride back, you really get to bond with your cohort. All the people I'm used to seeing, like just their name on the online discussion boards or maybe in a couple classes that meets once a week. But this conference experience really let me get to network with them as well as network with other people that were at the conference. So I really enjoyed that aspect of the...
Just the bonding?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Putting a face with a name. Yeah. What about you all?
I think just being able to relate to other people from different institutions and being able to learn their experiences and share my experiences really helped me to grow. Even though it was just a weekend, it's something I can apply continuously throughout like my journey in student affairs. So.
Okay. All right.
I like the career aspect of it. So just little things that you never would have thought of before, like how to make your LinkedIn account professional and how to clean up your social media and how to create a cover letter and a resume. Those are things that are very important when you go into the job market. And so they had a career services center that gave you all the information, and you could drop off your resumes and all the stuff that could really help you whenever you go and look for a job.
So it felt like the conference experience really made you more marketable.
Oh, for sure.
Just honing in, fine tuning some of those things that when you get out of the program, you're ready to apply for jobs.
Yeah, and the people were really nice too. Like, they would give you their business cards and be like, contact me, and it's lots of networking.
So looking back on the weekend, on the conference weekend, what was one thing that probably left the greatest impression about the conference itself?
I would probably go with you kind of get to cater it how you want to. It's nice having all these different, like a wide variety of workshops, and they're all dealing with issues that face student affairs practitioners today. And you get to go with what you're interested in and what you think you need more development in. So I got to attend a lot of different workshops of things that I knew quite a bit in already and stuff I didn't know anything about. So it was a kind of eye-opening experience in a lot of different ways.
So the conference itself was really catered more toward a generalist. So that if you came in housing, you could learn something about academic advising.
Absolutely.
And you thought that was kind of beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And I agree with that, and also the fact that being in student affairs, you can have a direct path, but I think you can get exposed to a different path. So I'm in housing, and I could easily be like, oh, I like this multicultural aspect, or I never thought of peer mentoring like that. So getting those different views just helped me to see that you don't have to be fit for a certain area in student affairs. You can use all your skills and apply them to each different area.
Because sometimes when we come into this profession, we think of, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through this graduate program. When I get out, this is my path. And when you get an opportunity to kind of connect with people from all across the board,
right,
you get a chance to step back and kind of reevaluate that. That's good. Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, I definitely liked that there was people from different institution types. So there was like community colleges, and then there was small universities, privates, large universities, and they all kind of are having the same problems and same concerns. And so like the workshops allowed you to go to workshops taught by different people at different universities, so they could give you their perspective, and everybody inside of it could tell you what's going on and their best practices and what works for them, and that was beneficial.
Okay. All right. I'm going to throw you a curveball. What was the funniest thing that happened on the trip?
I mean, I think we can probably mostly agree on this one. Going into Hardee's for a little brunch of sorts. This guy just randomly walks in. You guys got the football game on? There's not a single TV in Hardee's. Not a single one. And they're like, no. He's like, I just wanted to watch the game! And he walks out, and I think he ventured up a hill to go to the McDonald's or something. And
I feel like he still didn't find his
Yeah.
game. The game didn't come on until 7 hours later.
No, that's right. He was prepped, man. He woke up ready to go. I don't know, anything, what about y'all?
I know, I thought it was funny when we all went to Dave & Buster's, and the guy who was driving the bus got lost, and Brooke turned on her GPS, and it said, turn left for Dave & Buster's, and everybody just started busting up in the bus, and that was pretty funny, because he had no idea where he was going.
got hired to drive a group of people. into
Yeah,
somewhere.
he took us to like Costco.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I thought it was over here somewhere. And it
Yeah.
was really just like right around the corner.
Yeah,
I just
that was
didn't
pretty
know.
funny. And then the woman was like, my Uber driver said it's over here.
And it's like, where get you from?
What about Jasmine?
It was so many funny moments. I think one of the funniest was when we were at the Wingstop and I
Yes.
tried that really hot sauce, and everybody was like, "No, you should try it." And I'm like, "No, I can't do that." And then I tried it anyway, and my tongue burned for the rest of the. the
You
rest of
stole
dinner.
mine because I sweat the whole. Yeah, I sweat the whole meal. That was funny. All right. So if you were to think of one thing, if you were to be able to provide one statement as to why somebody should attend the conference next year, what would you tell future PSC students?
There's no time like now to network and build your professional skills outside the classroom.
Okay.
Just get it done.
All right.
It's in Jacksonville. No, really, not that it's in Jacksonville, but the fact that not only is it now the perfect time to build it, since we're early in our careers, we can gain mentors through this that are outside of our cohort and outside of like our professors. So you can gain mentors that can help guide you through the process even more easy.
So when you were at this last conference, you were able to connect with people that you're probably going to have to continue to stay in
Yes.
touch with.
Because people were so willing to want to help you because they know like we are the next generation of student affairs professionals, so you don't want to give the torch to someone who's not willing.
Yeah.
So they were so willing to help us, and it was really welcoming to be in the like field.
I don't know, I think that getting, like Tyler said, getting to bond with everybody in our group and then getting one-on-one time with you guys, our professors, was really interesting as well. So that's like a big reason to go. So like you get time outside of the classroom, but I mean, you just can't beat the networking. You cannot beat the networking. I mean, you can get opportunities for internships, I mean, for potential jobs possibly. And I mean, you just can't beat that. So that's like my primary reason to go is like meet people.
Did you find it interesting? And I'll open this up to all y'all. But did you find it interesting that because one of the things that we promote in our PSC program is that you can intern here at Murray or off campus, and we actually encourage you to consider interning off campus. Did you find it neat that there were so many people who were open to the idea of you coming and being an intern on their campus?
Yeah, well, actually, like I sat down at lunch, the networking lunch, at this random table with this woman I didn't even know she was, and when she left, she gave me her card. She's like, "I know you have to do an internship. Email me."
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I didn't even ask her. I just told her, about internships and stuff for the program. She's like, "Okay, yeah, just email me for sure."
Awesome.
So.
That's pretty cool. Okay. All right. Well, you heard it first here. We provide opportunities for professional development in our PSC program. These are some of our rising stars in the program. We would love for you to consider going to our professional development conference next year, which will be SACSA 2016 in Jacksonville, Florida. So we hope you consider it and have a good day.